Greetings! I got a welder. Let's try it out. So for Christmas, I got a MIG 175 welder made by Eastwood. I got it for Christmas, and that was great because I wasn't quite ready in the budget to buy one yet, but now I have money for like other stuff, like food and living expenses. So I went online, checked out a YouTube channel called Welding Tips and Tricks. It is exactly what it sounds like. I watched a bunch of that. I set the welder up according to the instruction manual. And I'm going to try some of the stuff that I saw in the videos for practice, because I'm a total noob. This is not going to be a how to MIG weld anything. It's going to be watch an idiot try to MIG weld. After this, I'm going to get some of my friends who are actual welders to show me how to do it not the stupid way. But I'm going to see if I can figure it out, or at least not totally make a fool of myself from the instructions I could get online. This is a 1/4-inch plate that I just got at the store. I ground a bunch of the rust and crap off with a grinder or flapper wheel on a grinder, and it looks pretty clean. Now I'm going to try to run beads along these little scribe lines that I just made. And don't expect me to move the camera too much, because I'm trying to do one of those tricks with like a shade so you can actually see what I'm doing. Who knows, it might work. Wow, that fan is loud. Alright, here we go. Got my mask, got my leather gloves, leather jacket. I'm going to try to run a bead along one of the scribe marks. There we go, got some stick out, got it set for 1/4 inch, and we'll see what happens. How do I position myself so I can see while I'm pulling? Maybe this will work. That doesn't sound right. A lot of pops. What were pops? Definitely sparking though. Looking for a bacon sound, right? Super pops. Cool. Sounded more like what I wanted. Really messy though, wow. Cool. I figured it out, kind of, to make the sound a little better. Holding the gun too far back. You need to hold it closer. See? Learning! Well, it still looks kind of like crap though. Upon reviewing some pictures, references, I think I'm holding it too far, too much stick out, moving too fast. This time I'm going to try to make it visible through the camera. There, so nasty old ones on the right, slightly more regular looking one on the left. More recent, I tried to do like a cursive E shape like the guy said in the video, so maybe that's better? I really don't know. Still seems like an awful lot of spatter. Wonder what I'm doing wrong. Get the nice color change to either side of it. I think that means there's plenty of heat. Maybe too much, I don't know. Guess the thing to do now is to keep trying. Then, when I give up, I'll go watch some more videos about common mistakes and see if I can spot what I'm doing wrong. One more along the last scribe line. That last bead felt better. I did the cursive E again, just because that's what I see everyone seeming to use. Still a lot of slag built up everywhere. Wonder if I can figure that out. And I'm not quite getting the bacon frying sound that everyone says you should have. Okay, watching some videos and the footage, I noticed some things. Lots of splatter, which isn't good, and there's lots of divots. That's actually right there. That's a divot down into the metal. I think my voltage is too high. Also, a cool thing I noticed, so much heat in this, it's warping this 1/4 inch plate. hot, hot, hot. Okay, so wire speed at recommended or so, and voltage down a notch. I was having some trouble being consistent in how fast or slow I moved, but it sounded better. Let's try that with the screen on this time, right next to that one. Also, my gun angle was not optimal, according to what I read. There, you know what I noticed? Less big chunks, these big chunks of crap everywhere. This doesn't have a ton of big chunks of crap everywhere. I think that was the key. Yeah, it's starting to look a little better. Okay, day number 2, and I'm going to attack this again just to lay some beads. I did some reading, and I was doing this like oscillation kind of pattern because the welding tips and tricks video said to do that. Well, he said to try that, I guess. Try, not like always do, but just try out different things as you're practicing. What I read from some people online who were very helpful, instead of doing that, just try to get a nice consistent speed, like a nice slow consistent speed with consistent stick out and consistent angle. Just work on that, and when you get that down, do it 1,000 more times, and then try to do some other stuff. So I'm just going to try to lay some beads, nice and easy, nice and consistent. All kinds of spatter. How did I fix that before? There, that's attempt number 2. Seems like it's fairly consistent width. Well, sort of. Much less crap splattering all around it like I did before. So maybe I have the settings a little better. There, I got it cleaned up a bit. Well, you tell me. Just practicing, trying to be consistent. I'm noticing some undercut at the end of all the beads. I think that means too much power. Drop it a notch, give it another shot. Much less undercutting at the end there. I'm still noticing that I don't have a totally consistent width, but I'm not, not doing it at a consistent speed due to noobness. I'm noticing along the edge it doesn't quite look like it's fusing, like I have too much something wrong, too much of something wrong. Alright, starting to feel more comfortable with this, but man, there's a lot more practice. It takes a lot of concentration to try to do it consistently. This is incredible. And as you can see, still not great, but I think it's looking a little bit more like a weld and less like a bunch of molten crap. I mean, it's still kind of a lot of molten crap, but not as bad as before. Yeah, I guess cleaned up, it still kind of looks like crap. Lots and lots of these little balls just sticking out everywhere. Alright, time for a change. I'm going to try doing this on some scrap cut off from the Jeep project. Oh, very different. Okay. Aha! We have burn through. Let's see if we can fix that. That is not how to fix that. Alright, there we go. There's a terrible beginnings, but I quickly tried to progress. I was trying to go slower and slower so I could get penetration, but I wasn't very consistent and I started getting a couple of burn through marks. But as it went down, I got more consistent penetration right up until the burn through. This doesn't feel like it's quite so natural to me. Well, none of this is natural to me, but this feels even less natural than the 1/4 inch. So this is probably jumping the gun. This is 20 gauge, I think. So yeah, probably way too thin for someone of my no skill level. But you know, learning, right? I mean, this is just nightmarishly horrible, and that looks slightly less nightmarish, at least to my eyes. You tell me. So just to make sure we're jumping the gun far enough, I'm going to try this. You see what's coming. And here we go, bad idea number 1,000,000. Alright, so that looks like garbage. Clearly way out of my ballpark. Let's see how strong it is. Well, it held. Well, it looks like garbage, but it sustains a few seconds of force from one weakling. Not bad. Huh? Actually, that's pretty bad. I'm going to have nightmares about the nastiness of that later. And because I can't help but jump the gun, I'm going to try to make something. Something simple. Something that will look terrible and is meant to, which is good because it will, regardless. And there, the final result. It's a smiley face. Kind of terrible. Try to use strategic burn through for the eyes. The rest of the burn through is me sucking at welding. So yeah, I'm not going to attempt thin sheet again until I get some actual instruction and actual practice. A lot more on just consistent beads. But that's it for this video. I'm probably not even going to touch the welder again until I get some in-person instruction. Wow, this is one asymmetrical faced happy face. I think he got in a major car accident. But I got some penetration, yeah, in the mouth and burn through everywhere else. Yeah, wow. I'm totally going to look back on this and be really, really embarrassed. Or not. Who cares? Thanks for watching. That's lame. I'm really sorry about doing that.